Here we go. Good evening, everyone. And for some other weird reason, we do not have sound. There we go. And welcome. This is round 14 of Tier 2's World Championship. And tonight we are in, it's Belgium. Yeah, it's a Spa-Francorchamps. Welcome to Monday night for Tier 2. 15 drivers on the grid tonight. So plenty of action to be had. Just want to make sure that everyone's here. Yeah, it looks like we have almost a full grid. 15 drivers. So all these guys will go through to Q2, barring that they do not have a moment, specifically around the most famous corner, I think, in F1 Eau Rouge. And this track is well known for its corner names. It's almost like Silverstone with maggots and beckets. And obviously here in Belgium we have La Source, we have Eau Rouge, we have the Camel Straight, we've got La Com, we've got Tourne, and we've got Blanchiment. So well-known track around the world, also with DTM. So welcome tonight. So a very long track, probably the longest on the calendar. You've got 19 corners tonight, which of 9 to the right and 10 to the left. You've got 2 DRS zones, and probably on throttle for about 70% of the lap. So let's get some data up. Let's get kicking here on Monday night. This is round 14. After this, only 8 races left. And very interesting around the championship. I will take you through the World Championship standings a little bit later on. But let's just focus, let's put our focus on Q1. And see, everyone should be out on the softs. It looks like everyone is out at the moment. Let's look at our World Championship leader. Let's see where Red Fury is currently on track. He is currently in the pits. And the weather looks to be okay. Not sure what the weather will do. Spa-Francorchamps is known for some rain here in Belgium. It's part of the Europe series. Obviously last week we had Hungary. This week Belgium. Next week we've got Italy. So it's the European section of the F1 season. After that, we go all the way to the Asia side of things, where we go to Singapore, and then we finish off the last couple of races in the season, getting ready for season 3, which will start early next year. So let's see who's on a outlap. Ron currently in the Ferrari. He's had some good results coming his way. He's currently on outlap. Jackie, but not lucky last week. He's currently on an outlap. He's on a time lap. So let's have a look at the AlphaTauris. AlphaTauris obviously had a very good run the past couple of races. Hungary, Chucky got into second. Not a good race for his teammate Zero to Cool. And from a drivers' championship, obviously Zero to Cool fighting for the championship. He's currently second. But Britain, Silverstone was a very good day for them. Once again, Zero to Cool was in second, and Hungary, Chucky came in second. So a good representation by the AlphaTauri guys. Places to look out for tonight in terms of overtaking hotspots. Plenty of overtaking opportunities here. For some other weird reason, Ron has left the session, not sure why. But plenty of overtaking opportunities here, especially down the start-finish straight into the first corner, which is called the Source. And then all the way up to Eau Rouge, and then you've got the big straight with the DRS zone, and as you then go into La Com, and then the other overtaking opportunity might be around just before the chicane, just after Blanchiment turn 18. So the first times are coming up: 144.17 for Super D, Chucky 144.2, Pierberta 145.0. Zero to Cool, obviously just setting a lap. Nice and smooth, not full out through Eau Rouge, 7th here. It's normally 8 flat. And guys, obviously not in max engine mode at the moment. You do not want to lose a wheel in the first session. Track temperatures seems to be a bit cooler than what it should be. So the softs might battle a bit to stick, but it looks like he's got it nicely up. You can see Top Dog is currently on an outlap, taking it nice and easy. Ron is still in the pits. Maxstar, he's on an outlap. got Low, who's on an outlap. With Sakibiana, he is in sector 3 at the moment. So let's follow the Alfa Romeo around and see as he comes through to the chicane, the bus stop chicane. And then all through, nicely managed through Blanchimont as he goes through the bus stop chicane. And he ducks into the pit, so not the best for him. So he's decided, okay, I'm going to try something else. Not sure if it's got damage to his car. Esotronic Sean, ooh, he had a big moment. And that seems to be in sector 2. Looks like Stravalot, if I'm not mistaken. No, that's just before. That's 2-1. Seems to be just before he got to campus. So Sean is going to have to start all over again. Super D still on top of the 144.1 as the times come through. Wezo, a 144.6. Here, Bertha getting his time much better to a 144.621. Very good time by him. 0 to Cool, he's retired from the session. I see there is no yellow flags anyway. So not sure why he's retired. But you can see the top 3 is already set. That's enough. The top 4 now. Top Dog still on an outlap. Ron still in the pits. Max Star, Dean McMahon, he's found in 11th. He misses at the time. A bit of traffic in front of him. A very long lap there, so traffic shouldn't be an issue around Spa. There is, it's a 1 minute 44 track, so you shouldn't be able, or you shouldn't be getting into traffic. Low, very good results for Ruan. He's had the better end of the stick in the Haas team. So last week, Low finished up into 5th. The week before that in Silverstone, he finished on 9th. And in Austria, he was also in 10th. So 3 scoring opportunities for him in the past 3 races. So it's really good. So let's get on board with this is Low. Yeah, he's in the Alfa Romeo. Sorry, not the Haas, the Alfa Romeo. So let's follow him around. Let's see if we can go flat out to a Rouge. Done lift. Or not lifting. Well done. Gone through there. The DRS wide open. Onto the Camel Straight, and then he would come through La Comia. It's your first of left and right hand. It's still a little bit wide. Should have touched the apex there. Going to go through here. Very tricky corner to the right here. Brussels. Downhill, second gear, third gear turn. Now he's going to go into turn 11. Very easy to invalidate your lap here. As you see him staying off into pit. And the corner that probably most catches everyone out except for Arouge is gone. And yep, he's going to run wide again, so that should be validated. But it's not. Quite lucky there for him. As he comes through the second part of the Esses, that's Campus and Chavalot. Also very easy to invalidate here if you run a little bit too wide. The car tends to push you a little bit wide, but nicely on the throttle there. 120, yeah, I'm not sure if it's a sector 2 time, but as he comes through now, he's going to hit Blanchimont just now. Let's see if he can keep the car straight and doesn't invalidate. Ooh, he definitely invalidates Blanchimont, so he's going to have to start all over again. So a bit of a messy lap there by Lake Q95. Red Fury still in the pits. Saki Biana. I just want to see in terms of penalties what we are looking at. So from a penalty point of view, it's a Q-ban for Red Fury, so he should retire from the session, load his setup, and retire, and he will start all the way from the back of the grid. So Saki Biana, let's follow him around in the Alfa Romeo. He's starting his hot lap now. So let's see when he comes through and see if he can do a Rouge slightly better than what Lake 95 did. So all the way into 8, there we go. He's going to come up, and is this going to be flat out? Ooh, almost loses the back end there, a little bit too wide going into the first part of a Rouge. Let's see how he handles the first section here of the from the right and left handers. Nicely managed and fourth. Ooh, a little bit wide there, not getting on the throttle so quickly. But he just needs to set the time. No one will fall out of this session. A little bit wide there into Brussels. So let's see what he can do now. In the corner that looks to be a difficult one tonight is gone. So let's see manages that nicely, normally a flat out 7. Does okay, gets through there nicely. Now into campus, struggle a lot. Ooh, don't run wide, yeah, running wide and invalidate. So this track is extremely difficult with invalidation. No getting nice out of the way for his teammate there, well done Ron. Ron's still in the pit, he's having connection. It's just Sean, Mesotronic in a McLaren. So let's see if Ron, he's currently in 9th on a 147.4, very good time there by him. Puts him up into 9th, ahead of 0 to Cool and the rest of the gang. So 2.7 seconds down on his, pardon me, on his original lap. So yeah, not a personal best for him, probably at a moment. But yeah, obviously just trying to better. Ron seems to be leaving the pits, hopefully. Yeah, Ron is going out. Glad Ron changed his name from Skitter Ron to Ron Skitter. Thank goodness for that. Ron also magic race last night or last week in Hungary, where he really put the pedal to the metal. Came fourth, missed his first interview with me in the FTR on the podium in third. He missed it literally. I think it was by a tenth of a second or 2 tenths, I'm not sure, but that was very close for him. So a good Hungary for him, and he also had a very good Silverstone. He finished up in 7th in Silverstone, and then in Austria finished up in 8th. So also a regular points machine for the Ferrari guys. So ooh, Ron just getting out nicely out of the way there, as the two Alfa Romeos are in tandem. So both of them. So no hasn't set the time yet, Sakigena hasn't set the time yet, so the Alfa Romeo's in a bit of trouble here. 4 minutes to go. Pretty sure Ron will get a lap time out. He is on an out lap at the moment. Just making way for everyone. I'm just looking for spots of rain, and I could definitely... Yeah, there is spots of rain. So, ooh, this is going to be difficult. Yeah, this is... luckily, no one will go out of the session due to times being too slow, but you need to set a time. And as the raindrop starts to fall here in Belgium, it's going to be interesting to see. So how's it, Ronald and Bonito? It's nice to have you guys with me again. Yeah, I think I must get one of you into the comms box. I think it would be nice. So Bonito, maybe sometime, if it's okay with Mkharad, maybe you can join me in the comms box and come say how's it. We talk a little about Nam Assassin and he's racing in the different leagues and how's he finding it. Also, he had a couple of good results. And then Ronald, obviously, one of our tier 1 drivers. He's also competing in SAF1 tonight. So if you're not watching this, if this was Sky News, we would have probably told you to switch to channel 2. Or in between channel 1 and 2. Channel 1 being FTRF1, then channel 2 being SAF1. Quinton, no offense on being the second channel there. But you can also pop into SAF1. They've got one of their rounds also coming up. I'm not sure where they race tonight, but you can catch Saf Pointies and the rest of the fast guys tonight as they go at it. So just over 2 minutes left. Ron, he's invalidated this lap again. He really needs to get a time up. Saki Biena has managed to put a time up for 1:59.6, so he will go safely through. We're just waiting for Ron to set a lap. Red Fury, he's obviously got a Q1 ban for being a little bit naughty in Hungary, but he will start all the way from the back of the grid, which is in essence sometimes not a bad way to start your race with a fresh set of boots, and you can change your strategy accordingly. As Saki Biena pops into the pits, he set the lap time, so he's all good. So let's follow Ron around and see where he's battling a bit. You can see the tyres are a bit shiny, so there's definitely some rain in the air. You don't break yourself here, nice second. Let's see, I think you really just need to tiptoe to a Rouge No reason to go flat out here. You just want to finish the lap. Ooh, that was close. That was one of the better moments. That's one for the highlights package. Losing the back end slightly there. Well done, Ron. But Kimi Raikkonen rally there for you. But he just needs to set the time. I'm not sure why they're saying he's invalidated this lap. The code master's a bit, yep. So let's see if he corrects himself a little bit later on. Maybe he did invalidate, and if he did, and I don't think he did, he's not going to have enough time to finish this lap and actually start another lap. He would probably go through due to Red Fury retiring from the session, but he's got 40 seconds to go through this whole section. I don't think he's going to have enough time. So let's see. I've done it with 0 seconds on the clock this season, which was very funny. It wasn't planned whatsoever, but I've done it before. So let's see. Ron's got 25 seconds. It all depends on how he gets through here. Hopefully this is a time back. Yeah, it looks like it's a time back. It seems like Code Master has corrected himself. So they're not giving us any telemetry up here, but let's see if Ron... ooh, nicely done. Gets on the throttle nice and early. He will cross the line with 1 second to go. Not sure why it didn't pick up the time there, because Ron has basically given up. Oh, he's realised now that that lap didn't count, and he's on another one. So not sure what happened there. If he didn't, it didn't look like he invalidated it. It was definitely not around here, although he did lose the back end. But let's keep an eye on the tracker. Everything seems to be okay. No red zone so far in sector 1. So this is fun. So let's see if Ron can finish this lap and at least put the time on. He just needs the time, even if it's a 3-minute 50-second. Well, he can't have it 3 minutes because we've got 2 minutes and 18 seconds left for qualifying to finish. So let's see. So no victims so far for Belgium, for Spa-Francorchamps. Normally there is a victim in Q1, so no victims tonight yet, although there is rain in the air. Seems like it's subsided slightly. Looks like it's a little bit hazy. But let's have a look at Ron. Yeah, he's taking it nice and gentle. Yeah. Just get a time up there, Ron. So while we wait for Ron to set a time up there, let's talk about our championship. So this is, I just want to get some information up here for us. So really, this is round 14. So after this one, we've got Italy and then Singapore, and then we're off to Russia and the Japanese Grand Prix. But in terms of the championship, let's see if Ron puts up a time. Not sure what's going on here. I think Ron is probably in trouble with the internet. So Ron, if you are listening, I don't think your car's being controlled by the AI. I think it's just going around. So Ron, if you are listening, can you just completely leave the lobby and come back, and we'll get you back in again. There's clearly something wrong with your internet. Hopefully that will not jeopardize Q1. But talking about the championships standing at the moment. It is a very tight battle on top with really 4 drivers in it at the moment. You've got Red Fury, Zero to Cool, Torment, and Super D. So you've got a McLaren, 2 Red Bulls, and an Alpha Tauri. The difference between first and fourth at the moment is only 32 points, which is almost just a race win in a DNF. So very close at the moment. Red Fury not doing himself any favours, starting from the back of the grid tonight. Zero to Cool going through, Torment going through, Super D going through. So all looks good. So yeah, Ron will finish up into 13th. From a constructor championship point of view, it's Red Bull leading just the Ferrari team. Red Bull racing on 218, the Ferrari on 195. They're closely followed by the Alpha Tauri with their good results from Zero to Cool and Chucky on 191. And then it's a Racing Point 179. And a little bit further back, you would tend to think that the McLarens are not out of it yet, but a very uphill battle for them on 148, the same as the Mercedes on 131. But yeah, just confirmation on your Q1 times. So everyone's gone through, except for Red Fury, who's got a Q1 ban. So he will not take part in Q2 or Q3. And we'll see him at the back of the grid at the start of the race. So the weather seems to be cleared up a bit. It looks a bit brighter on my screen. Everyone is out. So just remember, this is whatever time you set up here, your fastest time, that will be the time that you start the race on. So depending on what the weather forecast say to you, if it is a wet race, you will start on either the heaters or the wets. Then there is no tire demand for you. You can do whatever tires you want after the wets. You don't have to run both compounds. This weekend, or this week, we've got 3 compounds brought here to Belgium. It's the harder compound, which is the slower tire by 0.6. Then you've got the mediums, which is 0.6, also slower than the softs, and then the softs, which is the fastest tire, and 1.2 seconds faster than the hards. So not a lot of time differential between the tires here, but nonetheless, it looks like a one-stopper tonight, depending on what the weather does. So I think everything should be all good. Right, so Aiden Nason missing Hungary last week, back in Belgium. He was also very close to the guys on top, but lost some momentum, obviously, with losing or not being able to compete in last week's race in Hungary. And Aiden Nason now all the way in 7th, so on 40 points. A big battle in the midfield between Aiden Nason, Gia Buerta, Ron, Top Dog, Wezo, and Sean Esotronic. So a very close midfield battle there, being led by Aiden Nason at the moment. But Gia Buerta and Ron Skitter both on the same on 37 points. And Top Dog on 32 and Wezo on 31. So it's a very interesting. So you've got the top 4, a little bit of a gap, and then you've got the midfield battle. So it's very interesting going into the last couple of races here in Season 2. So from a tyre point of view, it seems like Top Dog has gone for the mediums. Ron has decided to go for the mediums as well. It seems like there is no rain predicted for the beginning of the race, or else the guys wouldn't have been going out on the mediums. Everyone would have gone out on softs. Saki Biena also is out on track on a set of mediums. So we can expect the guys on the mediums to be 0.6, 0.7 slower than the softs. But barring the 4 of them, everyone else out on softs at the moment. If you look at our championship contenders, Super D is on the softs, so is Red Fury, so is Zero to Cool. So yeah, obviously Red Fury not being part of the session, we will start at the back of the grid. So let's see who is first out. It looks like Top Dog, so let's follow him around. He's on the mediums. Purple sector 1, obviously no one has set the time yet, so he will be, I think, the first one to set the time. Not sure if there's anyone else in front of him on a fast lap. So only 10 will go through to the Q3 shootout, the top 10 shootout, and that's for pole position, for bragging rights. So we will lose 4 people in the session. Maxstar has retired. I don't see any yellows. I do see yellows, and that's at Eau Rouge. So I'm not sure who is at Eau Rouge at the moment, so we can have a look and see if we see anyone off there. Let's follow Wes around and see if we can have a look at Maxstar's car and see if we can see him somewhere. As the Mercedes comes through, yellow flags. Yeah, there we go. That's a Eau Rouge victim. That's the first of the evening. So welcome to Spa-Francorchamps with our first retirement on Eau Rouge. Maxstar. He's the first one to print his name in, and I don't think that's the one that you want to be famous for, being the first one. But our first victim for Eau Rouge. Also, the next corner that we need to look out for is just want to get my telemetry up here again. The next corner that we need to look out for is definitely Puon. Tend to lose the car. You don't want to stay far away from the curbs there. So first lap times coming in at 1:43.571 from 0 to Cool. Top Dog 0.7 of a second down. Then you've got Chucky, Saki Biena. So as the lap times start coming in, you expect the guys to do 2 runs here. Very long track. So you need to hook it up on your first run so you can come back to the pits and put a new set of boots on. But 1:43.5, I definitely think the guys can go a little bit faster than that. Yellow sectors again in sector 1, just after a rouge. I don't see any retirement, so I'm not sure if someone went off on a rouge. But lap times start coming in. Aiden Nason, he's in the pit Super D. Let's follow him around. He is in the Red Bull. He's on an out lap at the moment. Ron is on a... Ooh, is that going to be valid? No, gets a little bit lucky there as he comes through the bus stop chicane. So let's see what Ron gets up to here. He's on a 142 as he crosses. Probably going to be a 146. 146.4 for Ron. That's currently good enough for 6th position. You would tend to think that's not fast enough to get him through to the top 10. You're probably looking at a 142.2, 144.2, 144.3 to get you through. So that's probably not good enough for him, so he's definitely going to have to go again. Aiden Nason still in the pit Super D. He's starting his first lap now, so let's get on board here with Dominique. Super D in the Red Bull, his teammate, obviously Tormund Kills, both of them in the championship hunt. He's trailing his teammate at the moment, but just let's see if he goes through a rouge. Oh, nicely done. And goes onto the Camel Straight, DRS wide open. Let's see if he can pick up some purple sectors here for us in the Red Bull as he comes through the first spot. Through Lacombe, yeah, that was a, ooh, almost uses the back end there. He's going to back out of this. He's going to build some ERS up and have another go at this. Not happy with how he lost the back end there. So he might just carry on. A little bit slow through there, so sector 2 is definitely not going to be his best. Yeah, he's back. Ooh, he's back out of it. And what's going on here? That is a Ferrari, and I want to see who that is, because that was just... I'm not sure if it was Ron. Top dog's going in the pits, yeah, that's definitely Ron, so not sure what's going on here. But I'm not sure if there's any damage to Super D's car. Let's have a look. No damage. Did very well to keep the car under control there, but that, yeah, that's a scary moment. You do not want to see that on track, a moment like that, so I'm not sure if there's connection issues. But definitely not what you want to see. So Chucky is our first man on a 142s to break the 143 mark. He's on a 142.8, which is a really good lap time. That is a really good by him, a 142.8, 142.9, so that's good by him. So D popping into the pit, he's going to have another go at it after that big moment. Currently we've got 0 to cool, so at the moment it's a front row of the Alpha Tauri. Chucky getting the better of his teammate at the moment. 0 to cool. Then you've got Top Dog in third on the mediums. Saki Diana Rezo currently in fourth. Then you've got Low, Isatronic, Ron, Adenason, Super D. Here, Bertha and Tormund Kills. Cool Tormund is currently in sector 2. So let's see what he gets up to. I don't see any purple sectors for him so far. So really, you just want to get through into Q3. This is not about pole position and how fast you can go. Just keep all 4 wheels pointing forward and not into a barrier, and you should be fine. Nicely done there through Blanchimont as you get onto the bus stop chicane. This looks like a really good lap by him. If I look at the time coming out of the bus stop chicane, a 140, yeah, this is going to be very good. Probably 143s, 143.5. And that is good enough for him to put him all the way into second. Just splits the Alpha Tauris. The only guy that Fiat he's in sector 2 at the moment in the Mercedes. He's been upgraded from the Haas to the Mercedes. He is on the socks, nice helmet there, the red color. Looks very nice in the north there. So let's see what he can get up to. So current lap time for him to beat is a 146.4. Aiden Nason is currently on track. He's on the mediums. Maxstar retiring, first victim of a Rouge. Red Fury obviously serving his Q ban, not running too wide there for Gilberto, so it looks like all under control. So D, after that big incident with Ron, he's gonna go out again. He's on an outlap at the moment. So you would think that low Ron Isitronic is definitely in trouble, missing it with Gilberto still out on track, Aiden Nason and Super D. So we might lose two of them. So let's see what Gilberto gets up to as he's invalidates the lap. So he's going to start all over again. And that's heartbreaking. If you do it on the beginning of a lap, that's not too bad. If you do it at the end of your lap, it's all the hard work. You're going to have to start all over again. Stambiso saying, get them Red Bulls. I'm going to be a bit biased here. I have to agree. Come on, Red Bull. Yeah, it looks like the Alpha Tauri's got it under control at the moment. The Chucky first. Gilberto is crossing the line now. He's going to start another very slow through a Rouge. Not sure why. He's got enough time left. He's got enough fuel left. He's got enough ERS left. So I'm not sure if he's just taking a bit of a cool down lap. Yeah, this looks like a cool down lap. Definitely not pushing it. He's going to have another go after this. Maybe pop into the pits for a new set. Super D is in sector 1 at the moment. After his big moment there, just behind the Ferrari. Keep it nice to get a DRS wide open as it comes out of Rouge into the first and purple sector for D. So just over 3 minutes left. Two guys out of this qualifying session, Maxstar and Red Fury. So 2 places. We will lose 2 other drivers at the moment. It looks like Gilberto, Super D, although D has put up a purple sector in sector 1. Let's see what sector 2 looks like for him. If he can carry that momentum into it. Nicely, they're a little bit too far away from the apex, not invalidating, keeping it nice and tight. Yeah, you want to just stick it on there. Yeah, purple sector 2. There we go. This looks good by him. As he comes through the bus stop chicane, so this should be pole for him. Let's have a look. Ooh, yeah, I lost a bit of time in sector 3, a lot actually. But that puts him up into second, so you've got a Red Bull in second and third, so splitting the Alpha Tauris first and fourth. That pushes now Aiden Nason out of the points. Gilberto still on track. So he doesn't have enough time to come back into the pits again to do another flyer. So he's going to have to make a count. He is in sector 2. So let's see what he can get up to. If he can displace Ron Splitter, so he's currently chasing a 146.4 from Ron to get through. Aiden Nason still needs to set the lap time, and if I look at the medium, so 144.8, it's respectable lap times by the guys. You should be able to get through to that. So let's have a look. So 2 guys still battling for positions here. Isitronic Sean might be a little bit in trouble, although Ron is on track yet. Ron's gone out again. So let's just follow Gilberto around in the Mercedes and let's see if he can put up a lap here and just get through to Q3. Purple sector, hello. Welcome to Spa. If you just joined us, we've got a Mercedes with a purple sector in sector 2. He's currently on the soft, so a brilliant time there, but invalidates it again. And that is the trick of this track. He's got 59 seconds left. He's got no fuel left. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to put another lap on. Let's see. 145.3. Yeah, that would have got him through easily. I'm not sure if his fuel is going to last him. The other guy on track is Aiden Nason, and he's starting his hot lap now. Ron is currently in sector 1, so let's see if Ron can displace himself a bit further up and get him out of that danger zone. Currently, Ron Skitter and Isitronic ZA in trouble, yeah? So Sean is in the pits. He said, look, let's see what the other guys, let's put the pressure on them. Ron is in sector 2. Pierre Bertha's retired from the session. I don't think he's had enough fuel. Ooh, Ron runs wide. It's not invalidated. And quite lucky there for him. So the only guy who can displace him at the moment is Adam Nathan. So let's see where Adrian Denison is. He is in the Renault. Let's see, off week for him last week, was absent from the race, so he's got plenty of energy going into Belgium. Let's see if he can get through. So Ron has said, look, I'm done. That lap's not going to be improved. So it's all up to Adenison here. It's all up to him to see if he can displace the Ferrari of Ron and put a Renault into the top 10. He is on the mediums. So let's see. If you start outside of the top 10, you can obviously pick any tire that you would like. And it's a fresh set. You can pick a new set. So it's not necessarily a bad thing starting from 11 with a fresh set of boots. Adenison goes purple in sector 2. Wow. The Renault just pitched up and a big board around his neck saying, how's that? I'm here to race. So let's see. Purple sector on the mediums. That takes some doing. As he enters sector 3, hopefully he will not invalidate as he comes through the bus stop chicane. Ooh, nicely done there. Nice touching the apexes, getting the car straight early enough. This will be good enough to push him through. Yes, it is. Awesome lap there by Aiden Mason. Puts him 5th on the mediums, and that drops Ron out of the top 10. So we've lost the Ferrari. Bit of an upset here after Ron's really good showing. But a good showing there by Esotronics. Sean, that's his top 10 for him. So Chucky's Super D, so you've got 2 Alpha tires, 2 Red Bulls. You've got a Renault through only one Ferrari, losing Ron in Q2. You've got 2 Alphas and 1 Mercedes with Gia Bertha having that invalidated lap. Being on a very good hot lap, the purple sector 2 for him. And he's obviously starting in 14th position. If you just joined us, welcome. It is Belgium, and it's Spa-Francorchamps. We are in Q3, 10 drivers left. You've got a very good lap time there set by Adenison on the mediums, but it was the Alpha Tauri of Chucky, I think, in first position. And everyone on out laps at the moment, except for Adenison, he's sitting in the pits. He's saying, look, let these guys have a go at it. Probably 2 runs in the session, 10 minutes in the session, so 2 runs as the guys get ready. Everyone should be on softs because they've made their tyre choices already. Yeah, it seems like everyone is on softs. And there we go. So Yeah, it's we saw some very respectable lap times in Q2. It was 1:42 seventh, so that's really good by the guys. So let's see what they can get up to in Q3. This is all for pole position. This is to start the Belgium round 14 from the front of the grid and give you that little bit of an edge into turn one, which is the source. But let's get on board here with Sean in the McLaren as he's gone through to the only McLaren. Ooh, 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 is that going to be another? Ooh, well kept together. They almost lost it through a Rouge. Every time I get on board with someone, they tackle a Rouge. So let's stay away from that for now. Right, so let's see if the Red Bulls can do anything about the Alpha Tauri's. Had some good showing in Q1 and Q2. Always Super D putting some really good lap times. Maybe edging a little bit in front of his teammate. Tormund Kiel's is still open for the championship. There is no team orders here. Tormund Kiel's on 121 points. Super D on 100. Anything can change with the DNF and a win. Zero to Cool currently in second in Alpha Tauri 123. You would think there's a little bit of team orders between Zero to Cool and Chucky. Chucky's sitting on 68 points. He's a full almost 60 points, more 70 points behind his teammate. So you would tend to think there's a little bit of something to play. 143.1, yeah, sorry, lap time, so that was a 143.7 if I'm not mistaken. So 143.1, that's the first time up there for Top Dog. I need to see what the Q2 times were. Yeah, so Q2 times was on a 142.7, so really good lap time there by the guys. So currently Top Dog 143.1, much slower than what they did in Q2. Tormund Kiel's currently in second, but you tend to think that's just a banker for him. He's followed closely by Super D, or Super D is in front, makes way for his teammate. So Tormund going on another lap. Let's see if he's up in sector one. A tenth down, 2 tenths down in sector one. He probably lost a lot of time in one of the sectors, so we'll probably see a good improvement in sector 2 and 3. Nice rotation of the Red Bull there. Red Bull seriously looks good. Ooh, outbreaks himself a little bit there. Late apex entry there. Yeah, you want to stay off that curve because that will be invalidated. And as we get to Kuan, this is almost like a Rouge, catches out a lot of drivers. Nicely done in 7th. You will get through the first set of S's now. It looks like there is a car in front of him, but he seems to be going at a good pace, so it shouldn't influence his lap time. A little bit too early on the brakes there, not getting the best exit there out of the S's there. Not close enough to get a bit of slipstream here. McLaren doing his part to get out of the way, but I think Tormund had a moment on that lap already. So let's have a look at Chucky. So the guys on the 143s, not what they did in the first session, but you would tend to think that this is a banking lap. This is probably not a new set of softs for them. It's probably a new set, so we can expect Top Dog and a really good lap time there by him if it is a new set to come out flying again. 5 minutes left. You'll see a rush of cars going out again in the second round as the Red Bull double stack. I want to get out of there as quickly as possible. Tormund first in the pits and then followed by Super D. Aiden Nason yet still to set the time. He's on an out lap. He is just starting his hot lap. So let's see. Low is retired. It looks like a retirement. Let's follow the winner around. Let's see if we can see a car standing somewhere. Can't see anything. Maybe it's a Rouge. Let's go up the hill. See if we can see another victim of a Rouge. Don't see any cars there, so not sure why Low is retired. But Aiden Asen currently in sector 1. Let's see if he can put up some purple sectors first. Looked very comfortable. And as I say that, he goes purple in sector 1. He looked very comfortable on the mediums in Q2. And seems to get nice rotation out of the car. Currently provisional pole is Top Dog, followed by the Red Bull of Torment Kills, the Alpha Tauri of Chucky, but they're being chased here by Aiden Asen in the Renault. He's had a purple sector in sector 1, so let's see what sector 2 delivers for the Renault driver. Sector 2, probably the most technical part of this track, taking away a Rouge, obviously. And let's see, sector 2, not purple for him, but definitely a personal best so far. He's in sector 3 at the moment. So lost a bit of time in sector 2, but let's see if he can make it up through Puan. And as he goes through, and see if he can get some time back here in the bus stop chicane. Lots of time to be found here. Goes nice and tight, straightens the car nice and early. He goes over the line, 1:44.0. Lost a lot of time probably in sector 2, but that's good enough for 6th at the moment. And you will see the guys popping out. 0 to cool currently on track. This is his first fly. He's only going to do one flying lap here. Probably doesn't have enough tyres to do 2 runs. So he's put himself a bit under pressure. 2.5 minutes or 3 minutes, just under 3 minutes left. He's only going to have 1 run. So let's stick with him. Hopefully he's got enough fuel in to make sure that he gets through. He is currently fighting for the championship, a couple of points just behind Red Fury. And he needs to make up for this. Red Fury starting all the way from the back of the grid due to a Q ban for an incident in Hungary. And follow him around. Goes nicely through a Rouge. Let's see if we can pull up the purple sector 1. Not purple in sector 1. But let's follow him around. As he goes through campus and struggle a lot. Let's see. Ooh, that's going to be invalidated. Yeah, that's the problem with having only 1 run. You put all the pressure on yourself. He's going to have to start all over again. Hopefully he's got enough fuel to do another lap. But it is Top Dog. Torment Kills at the moment in sector 1. Let's see if the Red Bull can put up a purple sector for us. Currently chasing down. He's 2/10 off. So all of a sudden the guy's not being able to find the time that they did in Q2. Chucky is 7/10 off on his sector 1 time. Super D, he's 2/10 up in sector 2. So that looks good. Maybe not enough for Paul. I don't see any purple sectors. And he does validated. That's the problem. Welcome to Spa. So we saw 1:42.7 in Q2. And I think the guy's probably showing the hand a little bit too early, coming back to bite them. Top Dog sitting in the pits. He's not going to go out again. He's leaving all the fate somewhere else. So Torment, this is not going to be a pole position lap from him. He's not even a 10th up. Although it is a purple sector for Torment, he needs just over a 10th. So let's see. Apologies, maybe he makes up a lot of time here in sector 3. That's going to hurt him having no ERS left coming onto this part of the straight. Let's see. Yeah, it hurt him slightly. Not having enough ERS to finish the lap. But that's his over and done with. That puts Torment in 2nd. Chucky is slightly up. Let's see if this can. Oh, no, that's it for him. That's it, done for the session. He's retired. Unfortunately, that is going to be bad news for everyone else that's on the lap, because that is a yellow flag in sector 3. Completely lost the car there. Zero to cool. He's in sector 3 at the moment. Yellow flags. Let's see if he can get past all this chaos. Let's see if he can get himself out of 10th. Ooh, almost the same as what happened to the other Ferrari or the other AlphaTauri. That's good enough for 4th. Showing the hand a bit too early, getting caught out by it. So it's 3rd and 4th for the AlphaTauris. But it's a Ferrari on top, the top dog, and no one's going to beat him. He is on pole position in the Ferrari, followed by the Red Bull of Tormund Kills. We've got Chucky in the AlphaTauri, followed by Zero to Cool. So it's all AlphaTauri, second row for you. Super D in the other Red Bull Racing in 5th. Diare Sakibena, he is currently in 6th. Aiden Nason, Wezo Low, and Isatronic finishing up your top 10. And just confirmation, the top dog in the Ferrari getting pole position by less than a tenth from Tormund Kills. Chucky Zero to Cool, Super D, Saki Biana. And then you've got Isatronic and Low. A very good qualifying there by Low, getting himself into the top 10 in the Alfa Romeo. So 2 Alphas in the top 10. 2 Alpha Tires, 2 Red Bulls, 1 Ferrari, 1 Renault, 1 McLaren, due to Red Fury missing out on qualifying. So welcome back if you just joined us. This is the warm-up lap for a 22 lap race here at, it should be, yeah, 22 laps. 22 laps here at Spa-Francorchamps in Belgium. And welcome if you just joined us. We've got a Ferrari on pole, top dog, showing all the others the way. Coleman Kills in the Red Bull in second. You've got Chucky in third and Zero to Cool. So it's a second row lockout for Alpha Tauri. Super D in the other Red Bull in 5th. Then you've got DRS Sakibena, Eden Nason in the Renault, followed by Wes next to him in the Mercedes. The other Mercedes here both are 13th, Redfield 14th. So let's see what tyres the guys are on. That's going to be important to know. Alright, and there we go. So as you can see, everyone is starting on the only guys on the mediums. Top Dog sitting pretty on the mediums. He's on pole, obviously set his lap time on softs. We've got Saki Bien, Aiden Nason, Maxstar and Red Fury all on mediums. Then you've got the rest all on softs. There is 0.6 second difference between the compounds of tyres. So let's wait to get round 14 off here in Belgium as we wait for the lights to go green to start this 22 lap venture, and our first crossing point will be Eau Rouge, and on the same lap we've also got Buhan, which showed that there might be some issues with the gas tyre grip. At the moment currently a dry race, not sure what the race will do later on, if there is any rain expected. The top 10 guys, or the guys outside of the top 10, no one's starting on the hards, everyone on the softs or the mediums. Ron, Maxdach, Huberta, Red Fury, all outside of the top 10. They will have brand new set of tyres that they will start the session on. And as everything seems to be going here, it is 5 lights, and we should get going now soon as we wait. I thought Craigmaster fixed all the lobby issues, but we are eventually on our way. It is the Ferrari, he's got a very good start there. AlphaTauri getting a very good start. No big drama seems to be as we go further down the field. I don't see any carbon bits flying. Oh, and there, as I say, that big moment there, that looks like clear Bertha. A big moment there with, I'm not sure who that was, but a big moment for him. So currently, Chucky is getting the best out of Eau Rouge. And this is Red Bull going on the inside. We're getting very tight here. And the Ferrari, the biggest loser at the moment, Top Dog, is maybe battling for a little bit of grip on those mediums. But he is on the more durable tyre at the moment. Probably would have hoped that he could have kept him a little bit longer behind him. But Chucky's gone through, Tolman's gone through. He's under big pressure now from zero to cool. He's got Super D just behind zero to cool. So everyone very close to each other here. But the only damage that we could see was there from here. Bertha, he's probably going to come into the pits in Mercedes and go for a new nose, and we'll see what tyres he puts on. But Chucky getting a very good exit there out of Eau Rouge, getting the better of the Ferrari, and it just really looks like Top Dog is battling for grip. He's got zero to cool all over him. You do not want to get so close to someone this. Ooh, man. Yeah, as the guys get very close to each other as they go into the bus stop chicane. DR is not enabled yet. This will only be lap 1 done and dusted here in Belgium as we're on board currently with 0 to cool in the AlphaTauri. He's currently in 4th. He wants to get past Top Dog very quickly on those mediums so that the top 2 front runners don't get away from him. We've also got some big movements, Red Fury all the way from last up into 9th at the moment. Nicely through Eau Rouge, no big drama there. But you can see here Tolman getting very close to Chucky. Is he going to try to break a little bit later and go on the inside? Yes, he does. Hands up there saying, come on, man. And the guy, and he makes it stick. So Tolman's all the way up into first now, followed by Chucky. So Chucky trying to do his teammate. Oh, and as I say that, he runs wide. There's contact, there's contact. A big moment there. Close the door too quickly there on Chucky. And that's game over for him on lap 2. So big moment there. Bertha's gone into the pits. He's put on the hards. There is yellows on sector 2, but no virtual safety car, no safety car. Tolman might be called into the steward's office after this race for that naughty behavior there. It certainly looked like he didn't keep the other driver space, but we'll leave that up for the steward. But we can expect a call there. Top Dog sitting very nice and pretty here on the mediums. Big pressure from 0 to cool in the other AlphaTauri. He would have seen his teammate spun out and go all the way from 2nd to 12th with damage, and he's probably going to pop into the pits as well. So yeah, so very close to each other here. Ooh, just showing a nose and saying hello, I'm here. He is on the faster lap. Aiden Nason retirement, and this is a safety car. So safety car out. This will benefit Chucky a lot. He has got damage. He can pit under the safety car, get some new boots on. It's going to be interesting to see. Tormund Kills has just gone past, so no opportunity for him to pit. Same with Top Dog, so no one. Ooh, and I see carbon fiber bits going there. I'm not sure who bumped into who there. I'm looking at end plates here. It is the Alpha Tauri. It looks like the Alpha Tauri guys are just too aggressive tonight. He's got a penalty coming his way for a collision there. Super D currently in 4th, Red Fury sitting pretty in 5th. No one jumping into the pits except for 5-second penalty for Zero to cool there. And he's obviously got wing damage, so he's going to have to come into the pit. So not a good day at the office for the Alpha Tauri guys. I think Jean Todt would be scratching his head at the moment. So in terms of stops, the guys have started to come into the pits. Wezo has stopped, Maxstar, Isitronic, Chucky, and Gia Berta. They've all pitted for the hard, barring Wezo, which is C. Chucky, Isitronic, Sean, where is he? He's on Berta. He can catch up nicely to the pack now. He also pitted for the hard, so a double pit stop for him. So he went on to the soft and then pitted under the safety car for the hard. So if he didn't have to pit and stayed on the hard, it could have worked nicely for him. So yeah, a little bit of a decision there from the guys, but yeah, it is a yellow flag, still safety car out. The guys are trying to catch up with the safety car. Tormund Kills in the lead, Top Dog in 2nd, 0 to Cool got a 5-second penalty. Super D currently in 4th. And as we just wait for the guys to close up on the safety car, and we'll have another restart probably on lap 4. Right, as the cars are slowly catching up with the safety car. 0 to Cool coming out of the pits, he put some hearts on. Ron's put some hearts on. Maxdor's put some hearts on. So everyone jumping into the pits. So from a championship point of view, Tormund Kills sitting pretty here in 1st position. A nice helmet they're buying. Top Dog currently in 2nd, Super D in 3rd, so it's a Red Bull 1-3 so far. Red Fury currently in 4th on the mediums. He's got low just behind him, very good race there by Ruan. He's currently in 5th position. Couldn't pit, decided to stay out on the softs. He's going to have to pit again. All the guys on it, everyone has to pit again, except for the top 6 downwards, or the bottom. So Saki, Diana, Wezo, Zertical, Ron, Max, Chucky, Isitronic, and Kia, but they do not have to pit again. Maybe Isitronic has to pit again, the same as Wes. I don't think they'll get to the end of the race on those mediums. They're probably going to go medium softs, but definitely the guys on the hards can probably go to the end, so we don't expect them to see them in again. So let's see when the safety car lights go off. Safety car lights should be going off on this lap. It should be on race, full race trim on lap 5. And there is, this is a 22 lap race. So currently, from a penalty point of view, no one has penalties. Obviously, served these 5 seconds in the pits. But there you can see the tyres, the safety car still out for another lap. So we should get racing on lap 6. So just waiting to clear all the debris. Giving all the guys, if you look at your tracker, everyone is caught up now. It will be a straight fight to the end. Couple of guys on hards, medium softs. It's a very good mixture of tyres here. It's going to be interesting to see how long Torman can make those softs last. Super D. I was expecting the Red Bulls maybe to counter pit, maybe send one guy into the pits and try their alternate strategy, just to see if that works. But they decided to do the same thing. Hopefully that will not get them to double stack in the pits. At the moment, both fighting for the championship, so hopefully there's no team orders in the Red Bull team. Top Dog sitting pretty on the mediums in second, same as Red Fury in fourth. And then you got a very good fifth there by Low. Saki Biana, brand new set of mediums in sixth, same as Rez, and all the way down hards except for Esotronic. So another penalty popping up here for Dean McMahon. Maxstar, 5-second penalty for collision. I just want to see if there's any damage. It doesn't look like there's any damage to the racing point. There's no damage on any of the cars, so a safety car should be in this lap. Torman keeping the guys honest, not backing up the field, so he's keeping it nice and clean. He's probably going to have to give the safety car some kind of gap just after after Blanchimont. He's probably going to have to give the safety car a little bit of free air, so the safety car can get safely into the pits. He will back up the field. Everyone is warming up their tyres and their brakes. You obviously don't want to go through Eau Rouge on cold tyres. Safety car in this lap, as you can see from the race director at the bottom there. So safety car will be in this lap. And there you can see Low also getting a penalty there. Five-second penalty for Lowe's, 5 seconds for Saki Vienna, 5 seconds for Maxstar. So a little bit of naughtiness under the safety car, but we should get going. So let's focus on our leader. He's getting a lot of pressure there from Top Dog and Ferrari. So it's all up to Torment when he decides that the 13 cards needs to go. He's keeping them nice and honest, not going too slow. Obviously, you would expect him to go just after the bus stop chicane. Nice, and there he goes. He's just put it down. There we go. Expected a little bit of a movement there. The back catches Top Dog a little bit napping there. Super D now also got caught napping. So field nicely spread out. And no incidents so far. So everyone going through. Two Alfa Romeos getting very close to each other. And that is Torman going through Eau Rouge. It seems like everyone. And that is Chucky in the pits. Not sure what happened there. But the Red Bull now, no, he's just probably going to show a wing and say hello, yeah. So he is on it with Top Dog at the moment. So as we go further down the field, nice by everyone. No safety car yet, no rain, so it's nice to see a clean dry race here. Currently lap 6 and it's being led by the Red Bull of Torment. Chucky is retired from the session, he's had enough. And there's another virtual safety car, probably lost the car somewhere. Virtual safety car out, so there's a delta that you're going to have to stick to. Obviously as the stewards they start monitoring these deltas to make sure the guys don't back up and brake test everyone and be naughty. So we'll see if the guys keep it nice and clean. So virtual safety car out. You don't expect anyone into the pits right now. Maybe the guys on the softs under the virtual safety car, you do gain a little bit of time, but I think the virtual safety car will end before they get to the pit entry. So let's see if Torment decides to pop into the pits under the virtual safety car. He will definitely gain some time. Yeah, car's obviously not going at full speed. Sean getting a drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car. Everyone stays out on the softs. Yeah, and we are racing again. So Red Fury getting very close here to Super D. Torment getting a little bit away there from Top Dog, but Top Dog is on the medium compound, the harder compound tire, the slower one. The penalties, as you can see on the right hand there, of the name starting to add up here as we go through a Rouge. Nicely negotiated there. DRS should be enabled on the next lap. That is a little bit from, I think, a bit too far behind to push your nose in there, but nonetheless, no damage, no harm. Everyone's still racing. You can see the Red Bull hand and the McLaren hand coming up and say, hey, what are you doing? This is racing, so hopefully the guys can keep it a bit clean. There's plenty of overtaking opportunities on this track, and probably not Lecom if you think of overtaking. So further down the field, you've got 0 to Cool in 6th. He's lost his teammate along the way. He's the only AlphaTauri left. Maxstar is currently in 7th. Saki Diana now in 8th. I think you've got Ron Fierberta getting very close to Ron here. Fierberta on the hards. He's currently in 10th, so good points up for grabs for him here. We don't expect to see him into the pit again, depending on how he looks after. As I say that, he just loses the back end there of the Mercedes, and he has to regather again. So he's lost his points position there. Oh, and another car's gone out, and that is Isatronic. So Fierberta's taken back 10th again. It seems like there is definitely a lack of grip around this track at the moment. But a good couple of spins there. DRS is now enabled. So let's go all the way to Super D. Red Fury just behind him. So everyone's going to get DRS. But Super D getting very close to Top Dog here. Depending on how he gets through a Rouge, they're all very tight. Is he going to be able to follow through a Rouge? Yes, he is. And he's going to get DRS. He's going to have to use his overtake button. And this should be an easy overtake. Both of them getting a DRS, so it's not going to be a straight overtake. Is the Red Bull going on the inside? No, decided better of it. Well done. So good driving there by Top Dog, getting a good drive. He's obviously carrying a little bit less wing, I think, than what the Red Bulls are. Getting a nice drive out of a Rouge. Bit of under pressure there, but kept it together. DRS open for him, obviously being within 1 second of Pullman fuels. And keeping that position. Red Fury also joined the party now in the McLaren. He's on 7-lap old mediums. We would expect the soft guys to start pitting here probably around about 9-10, and that's Super D. Big moment for him. That is a wing gone. He's going to recover, but that is a big moment for him. Let's just have a look. He's going to get swamped up very quickly by Wezo. I don't see any damage to the Red Bull, so got very lucky there. Doesn't seem like there's any damage, so a bit lucky for Super D, but definitely lost the position there to Red Fury. So Red Fury up into 3rd now. He's going to put pressure on Top Dog. Fierberta all the way into 9th. Not sure if Saki Diana has had a moment. He's pitted for a brand new set of hards. So Fierberta out now. He is 5 seconds. Just Super D pops into the pits. Yeah, probably did have damage, although we didn't see any damage. Let's see if there's a new front wing waiting for him. No, there isn't. He goes in for the mediums. Wow. So obviously getting rid of the softs. He's don't have to pit again. He's gonna go all the way to the end on these mediums. Fierberta now up into 8th. We don't expect to see him into the pits again. Ron, he's currently in 7th. He's being chased by Fierberta. Maxstar is now behind 0 to Cool within a second, so he's getting DRS. And let's just have a look at the penalties here. So 3-second penalty there for Red Fury, 3 seconds for Fierberta, 5 seconds for Maxstar, 3 seconds for 0 to Cool. As the penalties start racking up, It's might just get decided on penalties. Oh, and as I say that, it is Wezer that runs extremely wide. Or was it Zero to Cool? Sorry, Zero to Cool in the Alpha Tauri. And Maxwell saying, thank you very much. I'll take that from you. So it seems like the Hearts not finding the grip that he would like. Zero to Cool, although we don't expect him into the pits again, but this is a straight fight between him and Maxwell. And surely we're going to see Tormund Cruz popping into the pits. And now seeing that his teammates been in. Top Dog staying out, so both of them keeping it nice and clean. No penalties for them. Red Fury's got that 3 seconds. Let's see if the Red Bull guys decide to go in. Yes, they do. Red Fury is slightly outbreaking himself there. So, yeah, that's it. So, Torment into the pits. And the guys will be waiting with a set of brand new mediums for him. There we go. Zero to go past into fourth. Torment just leaves the pits now. Max start popping into the pits. Not sure why he's going into the pits. Is there a front wing waiting for him? Let's just have a look. Going on to a set of mediums. Oh, he's serving his penalty as well. Yeah, no damage to him, but it seems like the Hearts is just not getting the Hearts on at the moment. So he's decided to go for the mediums. Oh, a new front nose goes on, so he definitely got damage. That pushes up now. Wow, this has been exciting. So Top Dog currently in front. He hasn't stopped again, keeping it nice and clean. No penalties for him in the Ferrari. A yellow flag in sector 3. Red Fury now second. Wezo in third. We would expect them definitely into the pits. I don't think they'll manage it to the end. We can expect them to maybe put on the softs at the end. Zero to Cool probably doesn't have to pit again. He's on the hard. Pullman's not going to pit again, barring any damage. So is Ron, so is Kia Britta. Super D, we don't expect him. So it looks like everyone has done their mandatory pit stops, except for Top Dog and Red Fury. So welcome back. If you just joined us, it is lap 12 of 22. We are more than halfway through this race. We've got Top Dog going to lead by Red Fury. Nice gap open up there. Both still need to pit. Then you got Zero to Cool. He's probably not going to have to pit again. He's on the hards. You got Wezo on 8 laps old mediums. I'm thinking he might try to go to the end. Torment Kills is currently in 5th. He can go to the end on his mediums. So is Super D. And then also Ron, Pierbuerta. Max Star can go to the end. Sakibi and everyone can really go to the end except for the first or top 2. So let's just see how far they are ahead. So yeah, they will definitely lose place to Zero to Cool. They will pit for probably the softs a little bit later and have that edge at the end of the race. So Zero to Cool might be a little bit into trouble. It's going to be exciting a last 10 laps of this race. But currently we lost a Chucky along the way. We've lost Aiden Nason along the way. 12 cars, 14 cars started the session, only 12 remaining. Sean all the way in 12th. Loki has pitted. He's currently in 11th. Saki Biena in 10th. That's your final points. Maxstar in 8th. And currently the fastest lap is Maxstar 146.3. So he's chasing after Chito Bertha. So let's have a look. There's no big battles to talk of at the moment. Everything seems to be spread out nicely. We expect the guys on the mediums to pit around about lap 15, 14. So let's keep an eye on Top Dog and Red Fury and let's see when they decide to pull the plug. I think if Top Dog pulls it, Red Fury is soon to follow. He will lose just too much time for the undercut. If Top Dog does that, it will just bring him out in front. So let's see if he decides to pit this lap. It's 13 laps on the mediums. Yes, he does. Is Red Fury. Red Fury decides to stay out. So he's thinking he can probably, with a bit of clean air, go a bit faster. So we'll keep on monitoring his lap times. The Top Dog in the pit, Zero to Cool goes past, so does Wezo. Top Dog comes out. Torment is on the straight now. He's coming past. Yeah, he will probably... Ooh, this is going to be close. Yeah, so it is Top Dog that gets out of the pits just after Torment. But he is on a set of softs, so you can expect some lightning fast lap times here from Top Dog on those softs. Very good strategy by him, kept it clean. And he's chasing after the pack now. No one else in front of him has to stop except for Red Fury. So we'll have a look at that times. So literally 17 seconds behind Red Fury. So that looks like what a pit stop window is. So we'll keep an eye on Red Fury and see when he decides to pit. So in essence, a net first position for Zero to Cool here, second Wezo, third Torment, fourth Top Dog, depending on where Red Fury is going to come out. But they will be both on the faster tyre, so you can expect those gaps to come nicely down. You can already see the gap coming down. It's already now, we started on just over 17 seconds, it's now down under 15 seconds. Yeah, so Red Fury, let's see if he pits this lap. The gap between the two was 2 seconds before the pit stop. He decides to go in, so let's see if that extra lap helped him or not. Zero to Cool comes past in the net first position. Wezo in second. There we go. Red Fury is in the pit, so Torment comes through. He will take third. Yeah, Top Dog goes past. So net Red Fury maybe stayed out a little bit too long on those mediums. Probably should have pitched at the same time. His tires will be a lap fresher, but he is in trouble now. He has lost. So he's lost 2 seconds on that lap to Top Dog. So Top Dog now 4 seconds ahead of him. Yeah, it was 2 seconds. So Red Fury having a go here at D, so D getting past Red Fury, which is not what Red Fury wanted. So a good move there by D. So Red Fury, it seems like that lap extra just didn't work for him, but there is still 7 laps remaining, and we need to keep an eye on Top Dog now. He's catching Foreman very quick, so there is time to catch these guys in front. It's just, is the softs going to last all the way? So yeah, field spread out nicely. Red Fury now behind D. Side by side. Ooh, getting very close to each other there. Definitely more grip here on the softs. Let's see if he can outbrake him into the bus stop chicane. He's probably going to have so much grip coming out of the bus stop. He can just probably get him before they get into turn 1. Let's see the differential here in tie grip. Gets DRS as well. Sets him up nicely just before Eau Rouge. Not going to have a lunge this time into turn 1. Keeps it nice and tidy. Lose a bit of traction there coming out of it. But there we go. There we go. That is just the difference between the softs and the mediums. He just whizzes past him. And D probably saying, look, hang on, I'll give you that position. I'm going to take my chances here with DRS. Is he going to get DRS? Yes, he is. And he's having a back go at him. So a good call there by D by saying, look, come past, I'll take the DRS zone. I didn't have the best of exits. Good there by D. So Top Dog now also, he's made up so much time on form and kills here. He is within DRS from him. And the only guys without penalties at the moment is Top Dog, Super D. The rest has all got penalties, so it will get decided, the final results on penalties, seeing how close the guys are to each other. It's all about if Top Dog can get dispatched quickly of Torment on that 5-lap old mediums. He's got a little bit of edge in terms of grip and speed in those new softs. So let's have a look. He's probably not going to do it into Blanchimont. He's going to wait for the bus stop chicane, try to get a good drive out of there, slipstream him with DRS into turn 1, and try to get out of the DRS zone. Or he might just do the same as what D did, just to stay behind him, get the DRS before, or just the activation point just before Eau Rouge, and then just nail him on after Eau Rouge. So let's see. Yep, he stays nice and clean to him. He's going to get close to him now. Just stay close to him into Eau Rouge. You can expect the DRS flap to open up. He did get the activation. He is less than a second behind him. Keeps it nice and clean to Eau Rouge. Rear wing will pop up now. You will see him use some overtake. There we go. Ferrari on the inside, Red Bull on the outside, sitting duck. There's nothing you can really do there. And as Top Dog goes through, he's now in third. He's chasing after Wes. But obviously Top Dog not having any penalties, and Wezo and Zero to Cool having penalties. So it's going to be interesting to see. The gap between Wezo and Top Dog now is just under 4 seconds and catching him very quickly. Red Fury currently in 5th. He's being changed by D. So Red Fury did get passed again. So it's going to be, let's see if D can stick with him. He is on a slower tyre, but the more durable tyre. So we expected maybe a bit of a drop off on those softs around about lap 20. So if D can just stick it out and stay close to him, he might just have a go at him at the last 2 laps of this race. Kia Berta, very nice 7th at the moment, 2 seconds ahead of Maxstar. Ron all the way down in 9th. He's being chased by Low. Low is in the Alfa Romeo. He is on a second half. Ron's got the brand new medium, so you expect Ron just to pull slightly away from them. And then Saki Biana all the way in 11th. So Torment Kill's doing a very good job here in the Red Bull. He's just getting that DRS activation, just staying as close as possible to Top Dog. and hoping that penalties will play a role here. There is 4 laps to go. Top Dog now 2.7 seconds adrift from Wes. 0 to 2, keeping it nice and clean. So if we look at penalties, 0 to 2, Wezo on 2-second penalties, same as Torment. Wezo, or Top Dog, no penalties for him. Red Fury, 9-second penalty for him. Super D, no penalties. And then a 6-second for Bertha, Maxstar, Ron, 3 seconds, and then all the way down. So a nice feature here by Codemaster to tell us who's got penalties and how much. So with 3 laps to go, it looks like the AlphaTauri's got it fully under control. He's currently leading the pack on 14 lap old hearts. Very good strategy here by 0 to Cool. This will do him a huge amount of favors in the World Championship. This will be a good result for him, having Red Fury all the way in 5th. He is currently 9 points adrift from Red Fury in the championship. Torment Kills is just 2 points down on 0, so Torment currently in 4th. Top Dog might just get into 2nd in based on penalties, but let's keep an eye on him. He's now 2.5 seconds away from Wezo, and just and Torment is just sticking with him. He's just making those mediums work nicely for him. Maxstar now getting very close to GJ Bertha here. FTRF1, he's on a fresh set of mediums. Bertha on 16 lap all the hards. So keeping it nice and clean, these 2 drivers. But you can definitely see, good job done there. Well done by Maxstar. Good job there by Bertha, knowing that he's on the faster tyre. So that pushes him down into 8th, Maxstar up into 7th. Yeah, and Super D currently in 6th. So Torment still staying very close to Top Dog here, knowing that there's penalties along the way. And if he can just hang out with Top Dog, they might just get Wezo based on penalties. So it's important for D to stick with him. But Top Dog doing a stellar job with no penalties, the same as Super D. That gap now between Wezo and Top Dog's gone down to 1.6 seconds. So it's all to play for. Gap stabilized now, 6.3 seconds between 0 and Wes. So 2 laps to go here in Spa-Francorchamps as they head onto Eau Rouge for the 2nd last time. AlphaTauri leading the Ferrari, followed, the Mercedes followed by the Ferrari, Red Bull in 4th, McLaren in 5th, Red Bull in 6th. But expect some big changes in the standings and the final standings due to penalties. And while we're on penalties, let's just have a look at that again. So 0 to 2, Wezo, Torment Kills, and Red Fury all having penalties. The only guys without penalties at the moment is Top Dog and Super D. Biggest loser so far, 3 places up for 0 to Cool, but the biggest place up is Red Fury, 9 places up. And obviously the biggest droppers is Saki Biana, 5 positions down. Also 6 positions up for Wezo, 5 positions up for Maxstar and GJ Bertha. So a good showing by the guys. 1 place drop there for Super D, but he's hanging tight with there we go. So he's hanging tight there with the Top Dog, Torment. and Top Dog really now within DRS, so this soft is working very nicely for him. Taking himself slightly into the bus stop chicane. This will be the last lap, this will be the final lap for him. He wants to obviously get that position. 2 laps left. Here we go over the start finish straight. So this will start the last lap. 0 to cool, nicely in front in 7 seconds. Top Dogs will have DRS coming out of a Rouge as he opens up DRS. Torment also got DRS. Ferrari might a little bit too far back. So let's keep an eye on before we focus on our race leader, 0 to cool, before he crosses the start finish straight. He is currently in sector 2. Wezo and Top Dog and Torment getting very close to each other here. Red Fury all the way into 5th. Super D in 6th. He's being chased by Maxstar, but he's a good 10 seconds behind him. And a good drive here by Low. Ron in 9th, Low in 10th, so that's your final point positions. But as we focus on 0 to cool here in the Alpha Tauri, he needed this win to bring him back into World Championship contention, losing a couple of points last week. So 0 to cool in the Alpha Tauri, as he goes past, he will have his final bus stop chicane for the last time. So Wezo currently in 2nd, being chased here by Top Dog. Apologies for that. So this is the last lap as they go around the last time. So let's see if Top Dog Torment also getting top. Is he gonna have a look on the inside? Ooh, pushes his nose. They're keeping it nice and clean. So Wezo knows that Top Dog's there. He's gonna get DRS through a Rouge. You would expect him to get the better drive on the softs. He's gonna get DRS distance now. He's got plenty of DRS. Goes past the Mercedes. Torment just a little bit too far back, not being able to capitalize on that. But that puts Top Dog into 2nd position. He's done 9 seconds adrift from 0 to cool. But you expect 0 to cool to hang on to this for a win, and for the Alpha Tauri, good job by him. Top Dog, very good drive in 2nd. Wezo in 3rd. Torment now in 4th. And it's not getting close enough. But as they go through, anything is still possible. Anyone can make a mistake here. Torment in 4th. You got Red Fury in 5th, and then D and Maxstar all the way to the back. But let's focus on our leader as he comes through Sector 3 for the last time here in Belgium before they move on to Italy next week. The last race in the European section before we go to Singapore. But as he goes through the bus stop chicane, this is a win for the Alpha Tauri. A good job there by 0 to cool. Well done to him. Alpha Tauri wins. Great job for him. Losing his teammate early in the race, it was vital for him to get some points for Alpha Tauri. Very crucial for him in the World Championship. Top Dog goes 2nd. Wezo goes into 3rd. Torment goes into 4th. Red Fury waiting for him to cross the line. He gets pipped by Super D on penalty, so Super D all the way in 5th position. Red Fury in 6th. Maxstar waiting for him to cross the line. He goes into 7th. Next man across the line will be the Mercedes of Bertha. Very interesting and eventful race for him. He crosses the line in 8th. We're waiting for the Ferrari of Ron to come through. That will be 2 points for the Ferrari team, added to obviously Top Dog's 18. So a good 20-point haul here for the Ferrari team. So double points here for them, which is great news for Ferrari. And they're just closing that gap ever so slightly to the rest of the field. So a good job done there by Ron, finishing in 9th. Low, coming through the bus stop chicane, and he finishes up in 10th. But a brilliant drive there from 0 to cool. My driver of the day, we'll wait for Codemaster obviously to tell us who their driver of the day is. But Top Dog, definitely my driver of the day. I think he kept it nicely together, the right strategy. Codemasters, Storm and Kills, and keep him, well, not driver of the day, Red Fury driver of the day. There we go, apologies for that. So Red Fury driver of the day. And we just wait for confirmation from Codemasters here. There we go, Alpha Tauri, 0 to Cool on the hearts, finishing it off. One stop strategy worked for him. And there we go. 2 safety cars, eventful race here tonight. So it is a first for Alpha Tauri, second for the Ferrari Top Dog. Well done, good job by him. And then Wezo in third. Final standings for you, 0 to Cool, first Top Dog, and second Wezo in third. The first Red Bull is in fourth, followed by the second Red Bull in fifth. Good haul of points for them. Red Fury in sixth after penalties. Maxstar in seventh, eventful race for him, and Jorge Berta in eighth. Ron Skitter also another time getting points again, so he's been consistently in the points, and a very good finish there by Low. Also his fourth consecutive point scoring for him in 10th position. So as we say, before we say goodbye, I'm going to get 0 to Cool, Top Dog, and Wezo just into the comms box here with me. So as we just wait for all our drivers to pop into the comms box, so I can see 2 drivers joining us already. Just waiting for Wezo, I think. But let's start with our race winner. Let's start off with him. 0 to Cool, mate, well done. One-stop strategy seemed to work for you. Finished the race 6 seconds ahead of everyone else. Kept it nice and clean after the safety cars and the virtual safety cars. Happy days.
Hello.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes. What's
Yeah,
up?
cool, man. So one-stop strategy. It seems to be working for you. Kept it nice and clean through the safety cars and the virtual safety cars. You must be happy.
Yeah, now I'm happy. Yo, was just at the end. My tires were like 80%. I don't know how I did it. 19 laps on at mediums.
Yeah,
So
that's a long
at
haul
the
on the
end.
mediums. Yeah.
Yeah, I was getting a bit slow at the end, but luckily kept the guys out. These top 3. Not too
Also,
bad.
good news for you. You've obviously retaken the championship lead now from Red Fury. You're slightly ahead now of Red Fury, obviously, with Red having not the best of races. He's finished all the way into 6th position. So that pushes you up into first in the championship. 8 races left. Anything to play for, still between yourself, Red Fury, Torment, and Super D. But at the moment, some good form by you. You must be happy with the form that you're in at the moment, especially after last week.
I think you're talking to the wrong guy.
I think I am. I'm actually talking
Wes.
to...
It's Wes talking now.
Hey, Wes. Sorry, man. I was actually talking to 0 to Cool, but it seems like you can't hear me. But anyway, Wes, listen, mate. A good job by you. A little bit unfortunate at the end with the penalties.
Yeah, one 3 second.
Yeah, just being jumped there. But a 3-second penalty on a track like this, where track limits is extremely difficult, not bad.
Yeah, the end bend, my tire wear cost me a bit, especially through that last sector. That S-bench, yo, it's tough to handle the tires on that, especially when they're worn.
No, absolutely. Eventful race with the safety cars and stuff, but you kept it nice and clean. So, well done, mate. You're looking forward to Italy. I know Italy is a lot of people's favorite track, so you should be looking forward to Monza next week.
Not one of my favorites, though.
Yeah, mine neither. I don't like that track whatsoever. So,
well, I'll try my best.
It's going to be a lot of practice. Listen, Wes, well done, mate. A good job by
Thanks,
you. Third place with us. And well done. We're looking forward to seeing you next week. Let's go on to Mr. Top Dog. Hey, good race, buddy. No penalties.
Thanks a lot, man. Yeah, no, I just try to keep it
Absolutely
consistent.
nothing. So you finished just 6 seconds off the pace. Um, Nothing wrong with the strategy. You pit once, you kept it clean through the safety car. Maybe you should have put it under the safety car for a different time. Thoughts around that?
I was thinking about it, but before the race, when I was practicing, I was struggling a bit on the hards around all the corners, so it was running through my mind, and I just decided let's just stick through it because I think Torben was in front of me and he decided not to put on the softs. I thought if he can push on the softs, I can push on the medium, so I said let's play the ball and see where it ends up.
Yeah, I look very impressed with yourself not having any penalties around Spa-Francorchamps. I mean, you guys kept it clean through Rouge. It's so easy to invalidate a lap there. If you look at Pouhon, if you go to that corner flat out in 7th, it's easy to run wide, get track invalidation. So, mate, very impressed with you. Well done. I think you can be very happy with this result.
Yeah, thanks a lot, man. It was quite tough those last 2 laps with Wezo and them on the old tires, and I was on the softs. Yes, it was tough, but yeah, it was a good race. Just try to stay consistent.
Listen, just a question from my side. Obviously, as a commentator, I can see the penalties, which is a new feature that Codemasters brought in. From a driver point of view, can you see any penalties on your screen?
Yes. So you can actually, with the new update, you can see next to their names the penalties they got.
Okay, awesome. So that's some good news for drivers. So that's good.
Yeah.
Listen, mate, Italy next week. Looking forward to it.
Not really, eh? It's not one of my favorite tracks. You got to have the speed there, otherwise, yeah. But yeah.
But look, a very close midfield battle between yourself, Aiden Nason, Geerbertha, and Ron, and Chucky. Obviously, Chucky having a DNF tonight. You finishing up, in second. This is going to push you all the way, just under. Probably going to push you up into 7th, just behind Chucky. So you're probably chasing after the Alpha Tauri and the Racing Point of Maxstar, trying to see if you can get yourself. There's 8 races left. Trying to see maybe you can even snatch 4th position from the guys.
Yeah, I'm trying for that. Unfortunately, in France, I was in 3rd position, and then I crashed out there, and that would have been a good result and good points for me. And last weekend, I never saw the penalty I got, and then I didn't do a drive-through in the pit. So once again,
that's unfortunate. Good
DNF. So that was 2 races. I could have caught up some points on the guys. But yeah, let's just push and see if we can keep up with the midfield guys.
Absolutely. 8 races left, mate. Looking forward to seeing you in Italy. Thanks so much.
Thanks a lot. Good evening to you.
Thanks so much. Let's see if Zero can hear me now.
I can hear you. Yes, sorry, my mic was muted this whole time.
I thought so. Listen, hopefully your settings is right and everyone can hear you on the stream. But in essence, 6-second win for you. Yes, you had that, I think, a 3-second penalty. But in essence, 1 3-second penalty on a track like this is really good stuff.
To be honest, I actually had another 5 seconds, which I already
served in the pits
where I fixed mods.
Yes, I remember. I was actually on board with you during that time, so I forgot about that. Yeah, but in essence, it's good for you. Obviously, losing your teammate early in the race, Chucky, it was important for you, not just from the World Championship point of view, but also from a constructor's point of view, is to get maximum points for the Alpha Tauri because, it is so tight on top with yourself. So you will be taking the lead going into Italy next week. Red Fury not having the best of races, finishing up in 6th position, in the same with Torment and Super D. But on the Constructors' Championship, Alpha Tauri currently in 3rd position, not far away from the Red Bull. It's probably important for you guys to both score points in every race.
Yeah, it's what we talk about every night just before race day. That's all we talk about. It's like we've got to get into the points, both of us, so that we can just get on top or get closer to that Red Bulls. Because they're our biggest competitor, I think, at the moment.
Absolutely. So currently 4 points
but maybe
behind on the Ferrari.
Gives us a surprise.
Yeah, you're 4 points currently behind the Ferrari guys, and they obviously had, a 2nd position tonight, so you might creep a little bit closer to them. But obviously Ferrari having 2 guys finishing in the points, with Ron, I think, finishing up in 9th. Red Bull guys scoring points again in 5th and 6th. So, probably a discussion between you and your teammate going into the last 8 races of, these bad races for you guys, needs to turn into, you look good in qualifying, both of you. It almost looks like you guys can have a front row rock out or a second row. And then during the race, one of you just loses focus. I'm not sure what's going on there.
Yeah, last weekend I lost the car about 4 times. I wasn't very happy. I was about to retire, and then I just said, let's just keep on. Maybe I finish in points, and I did at the end of the day. So I'm very happy on that, at least. But we're trying to pull it together, get some more practice runs. But yeah,
Yeah, good stuff. So next week probably for me, I think in
races.
general, yeah, next week probably for me in general is probably the most difficult track on the calendar, which is Monza. It is so difficult to find time there with everyone carrying low wing settings. So it's going to be definitely a challenge next week Monday in Italy for you. But happy this was a dry race. I'm happy it was because I've done a couple of practice sessions and all the sessions it was raining. So yeah, good race from you. Well done. Looking forward to seeing you.
Thank you very much.
Cool stuff. Right, if you want to catch all these drivers,
Ferraris can surprise us in their hometown.
Yeah, let's see if it's a Ferrari hometown. So I'm pretty sure Ron and Top Dog will put the effort in. But yeah, still 8 races to go, so anything to play for. Well done, bud.
Yes. Thank you.
Right, if you want to catch all these drivers, you can catch them next week again. Like we said, it's in Italy next week. It will be around 15 in Italy and Monza. Thank you so much for everyone who joined me tonight. Looking forward to see you guys all on the stream on Wednesday night when it's Tier 1 facing the challenges of Eau Rouge and Spa-Francorchamps. So thank you very much for joining us, and we'll catch up, or I'll catch up with you next week in the comms box. Ciao, ciao.